firstly, welcome to Gloucester. How are you settling in?
Yeah, it's obviously amazing to be here. Amazing to be back in the country, and to be in this part of the world. It's where I call home now, and I'm really happy to be here and excited for what's to come with this group.
And you've moved over here. You're in the process of putting your house back together, shall I say? But how generally are you feeling about being back in the UK?
Yeah, obviously the house is a bit of a building site at the moment, but we will, by the time the season comes, me and my wife will be settled in and ready for the challenges. And obviously being training a couple of times this week, it's good to meet some players and put some faces to names. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what this group can do. And I joined here believing that it's going to be a really successful team with the help of the coaches, who I've been really impressed with.
And part of the reason for you moving back here is to be a little bit closer to family, and there may be an extra one on the way.
Yeah, so yeah, we don't do anything by house, me and my wife. So yeah, we've got a baby due next month, and we're really excited to add to the family. And obviously, it's going to be a Gloucester baby as well, so he'll be born in Gloucester. So yeah, I'm sure there's some fans will be happy about that. And I know my old coach will be Olivier Azam. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting time.
And how much are you enjoying being closer to your family and your wife's family as well?
No, it's important, especially when my wife's pregnant, to be close to home and close to family. We had a really amazing 2 years in France, and it was a real difficult decision to come home. But obviously, the pull of Gloucester, it was a decision that me and my wife took, and we decided to come back and breathe the English air again.
Let's roll back those 2 years then, because you had a really successful time in France. How do you reflect on that now?
For me, honestly, hand to heart, it was the best experience that me and my wife could ever have done. One of the best decisions I've ever made. Even though at the time it was probably, people looked at it as a rogue decision and as a weird one. But for me, the way my rugby developed on and off the pitch, the way I developed as a man off the pitch and on the pitch, like it was just amazing. And to win the league, the first season was obviously incredible, and no one will take that away from us now. And yeah, I believe I've come back to Gloucester as a lot better rugby player and a better bloke. And I believe I can add value to the squad on and off the pitch by being here.
And after all that success in France, like you said, you've grown as a player, you've grown as a person. Why was now the right time to come back here?
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough to say when's the right time. I mean, was it the right time for me to go to France 2 years ago? People probably said no. So I'm taking a risk by coming back. I took a risk by going there, and I took a risk by coming back. And that's part and parcel of being a rugby player. You've got to put yourself out of the comfort zone. And I could have stayed in France and been cosy and happy with playing for Montpellier. But when Gloucester said they were interested, and I bit the hand off. I had a couple of meetings with Skivs and Brownie, and they didn't have to sell it to me, really. It's a beautiful part of the world to be around here, and obviously sat in the shed here, and it's one of the best rugby atmospheres, obviously, to play in, and being on the other side of it, it's one of those atmospheres that I'm really looking forward to playing in front of.
Going back to last summer when you signed the contract here, obviously you had a year out to play at Montpellier. You said in an interview near the time that as soon as you came here, you knew it was the right place for you.
I rocked up and I went downstairs and spoke to Skivs and Brownie, and just how honest they were, and the way they made me feel about how much they wanted me and how much they feel like I'd add to the team. And obviously that was a major pull. But also I look at the squad roster, like the players that Gloucester have from young to old is pretty exceptional, and I think we can do really special things at this club. And it's the reason why I moved to Montpellier. I didn't just move there because I believe that we could be successful. In the first year we won the league. So obviously I get told there's a bit of pressure that first year we've got to go and try and win the league again. But no, for me, I believe there's a real great group here. It's a massive rugby town, and obviously playing previously at Bath in the Premiership was a massive rugby town. For me, it's important to have that atmosphere around the pitch, because obviously on a match day you can run out the tunnel, and it makes it really exciting.
You touched on it there. Obviously, you played in the blue, black, and white, and you're going to the cherry and white. It's a divide that's not often crossed. But how excited are you to play in front of this shed, these fans? I guess on the right side this time.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Because actually, I think I know 3 players that did it. Obviously, Underhill did it, and Dave Atwood did it, and Elliot Stooke did it. Sean Knight did it. So that's actually 4. So I think it happens more than you actually think, but Yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to the first game. Obviously, I'll know a lot of the Bath lads, and it'll be really interesting to run out the rec, but also just to run out here on a derby day with the red and white on, and rather getting booed, getting cheered, and no, it's one of the definitely games on the calendar that I'm looking forward to the most.
There's a whole lot of rugby next year to look forward to, and I guess you want to get stuck into as much of that as possible.
When I get an opportunity to put the jersey on in the Prem Cup or the Premiership, that I'm ready to take it. I played a lot of rugby the last 2 years, so it's been important the last couple of weeks just to get my body right again. And I'm sure when I put the jersey on, that I'll be flying and ready to go, and I'm really excited with this group.